Game of Thrones spin-off House of the Dragon is set to drop later this summer, and fans of the original cannot wait to delve into Daenerys' family background. The show will introduce us to Daemon Targaryen, anti-hero in the story and distant uncle to Mother of Dragons herself, Daenerys Targaryen. Today, we are discussing who exactly Daemon Targaryen is and what else we know about Matt Smith's character. Stay with us. First of all, let's take a quick look at the actor playing Daemon. As we know, Daemon Targaryen will be portrayed by English actor Matt Smith, who first came to prominence back in 2010, playing the 11th incarnation of the legendary BBC character Doctor Who in the show of the same name. Around the same time, Smith appeared in a few movies, including Bert and Dickie, as well as Lost River, whilst also appearing as the T-5000 on Terminator Genesis. However, it could have been so different for the young Smith, who by all accounts was a decent footballer, with aspirations of turning professional during his school years, but a spinal problem put paid to those hopes. He then found theater, studying creative writing and drama at the same time, before he decided to pursue a career in acting in 2003. He first appeared on the West End in London before bagging his first TV role in 2006 as Jim Taylor in the BBC production The Ruby and the Smoke, as well as The Shadow in the North. After landing the role of the titular doctor on Doctor Who, Smith went on to appear in the hit Netflix monarchy drama The Crown as the largely dislikable Prince Philip. Since then, he has had no shortage of offers, appearing in this year's Marvel production Morbius as Milo Morbius, whilst also bagging one of the main roles in the upcoming House of the Dragon. What have you made of Smith's career so far? Next up, let's discuss his role in House of the Dragon. As fans of the hit HBO show Game of Thrones well know by now, this summer sees the release of spin-off show House of the Dragon. Matt Smith will be playing the role of Prince Daemon Targaryen, who sees his own claim to the throne more valid than the true heir, Princess Rhaenyra. But the pair are not, as some might think, siblings, but uncle and niece. Prince Daemon is the brother of King Viserys Targaryen, and as a result, is the heir presumptive. That was until Rhaenyra was born, who took his spot as heir apparent. However, given the fact that Princess Rhaenyra is exactly that, a princess, he is not about to take this lying down. Daemon is a skilled dragon rider and one of the greatest warriors in the kingdom. He counts his dragon Caraxes as one of his greatest weapons, alongside his Valyrian steel sword, Dark Sister, which he inherited from his ancestor Visenya. Apart from being a skilled warrior, Daemon is also something of a ladies' man. He has been married no fewer than 3 times, including his final marriage to Rhaenyra herself, his niece. Ew. But how we get to that point, we have yet to completely figure out, which is what the show should fill us in on. The pair spawned 3 children: Aegon, the younger Targaryen, Viserys Targaryen, and Viserys I Targaryen. And it's Aegon the younger who eventually ascends to the Iron Throne after the Dance of the Dragons. What do you make of all of this? What else do we know about Daemon? Well, other than being one of the most prominent characters in the upcoming show, Daemon wants to rule more than anything and is willing to do anything to succeed King Viserys. It could be said that Viserys is to blame for the Targaryen clan's problems, as tradition dictated that kings name a male heir, but Viserys wouldn't hear of it. Before all this happened, Viserys named his young daughter Rhaenyra as his successor, which got right up Daemon's nose by all accounts. He left King's Landing to rule his own small kingdom. However, he soon returned to his natural home and reconciled with his brother after spitting his dummy out because Viserys named Daemon's niece as heir. Viserys welcomed his brother back and also welcomed him into the small council, but Daemon wasn't willing to give up his old ways. He also doesn't see eye to eye with the king's wife and attempts to seduce the young princess before falling out with his brother again due to an unspecified argument. When reports that Daemon had taken the young princess's maidenhood, Viserys is implored to execute his brother, but instead chooses to exile the rogue. He is left to resume his rule on Bloodstone, to bide his time until the Iron Throne becomes available. What do you guys make of Prince Daemon? Is he a shady character, or is he right to feel aggrieved? Let us know below. What do we know about the young Daemon then? Let's see. Born to Prince Balon and his sister Princess Alyssa as their second son in 81 AC, he also had a younger brother Aegon who passed away as a small child. And you guys thought incest was reserved for the Lannisters, and Daemon got a taste of the future dragon riding lifestyle he would be accustomed to just weeks after his birth, as his mother would often take him flying on their dragon, Maleys. Knighted at 16 years old, Daemon married his first wife, Lady Rhea Royce, just 2 years later, but it was a loveless marriage. He was also unhappy in the Vale of Arryn, even with such cool toys as the Moon Door, and pined for a return to King's Landing. And when the Great Council of 101 AC came around, he of course backed his brother Viserys' claims to the throne, given the position it would put him in as heir presumptive. After Viserys was crowned king, Daemon was twice defeated during his brother's accession tourney by Sir Criston Cole, and later asked his brother as king to essentially annul his marriage to Rhea, which Viserys declined. Around the same time, Daemon became a target of Sir Otto Hightower, given his poor attitude, who lobbied Viserys to remove him from the prestigious small council. He was appointed commander of the City Watch soon after, and became known for his less than noble behavior, acquiring the nickname Lord Fleabottom, before again falling out with his brother due to succession issues. So, So, what about his second marriage? Daemon won't have been bothered in the slightest at the death of his first wife, who fell from her horse and passed away in 115 AC. He then attempted to take his wife's seat in the Vale of Arryn for himself, but the Royce house had other ideas. He left for Driftmark, where he petitioned Lord Corlys for the hand of his daughter, Rhaenyra Velaryon. However, the Sea Snake's daughter was already betrothed to a Ravosi, but Daemon got over this problem by slaying him with Dark Sister. Some have claimed that he pursued Rhaenyra out of pure love at first sight, while others claim it was strategic in order to secure his position of power, having fallen down the succession order in his own house. However, his own brother, King Viserys, didn't sanction the marriage, so the new couple absconded to Essos, where they toured the free cities. They settled briefly in Pentos, where their two twin daughters, Baela and Rhaenyra, were born in 116 AC. The young family then moved back to Driftmark shortly after, when Daemon begged his brother to allow him to present his daughters at court. Viserys was advised to decline, but he accepted as he thought his brother would have matured. Shortly after, Princess Rhaenyra was wed to Rhaenyra's brother, Sir Leonor Velaryon, striking up a close relationship with Rhaenyra. However, everything changed with the death of Rhaenyra in 120 AC, which is where the show should pick up. Did you guys know about any of this? And finally, news of a Jon Snow spin-off. Fans of the original Game of Thrones have more great news in the form of another spin-off to join House of the Dragon. It was recently suggested that HBO have ordered a new spin-off which focuses on arguably one of the most popular GOT characters, Jon Snow. It is thought the spin-off will be a sequel, as opposed to a prequel like House of the Dragon, so will more than likely focus on Jon's life beyond the wall with the wildlings. So far, not much is known about the storyline, but we highly doubt it'll feature Jon and the wildlings in a cozy life consisting of campfire games and s'mores. However, Kit Harington, who of course plays the role of Jon Snow, has said in the past that he would be wary of reprising the famous role, and at one point was quoted as saying, "We men do not speak about how we feel because it shows weakness, because it is not masculine." Having portrayed a man who was silent, who was heroic, I feel going forward that is a role I don't want to play anymore. But it seems as though Harington has been persuaded to play Snow one more time, and we're delighted to be fair. Are you guys excited? As always, thanks for dropping by today, and remember to join us again next time for some more fun and games. And don't forget to share today's video with any Game of Thrones enthusiasts, while also subscribing to our channel so you don't miss out on more great bits and pieces in future. Bye guys!